Hello, everyone. Sorry for technical difficulties. I had to start this slightly later. Um, Today's been a little bit of very productive but hectic morning because obviously the deadline things has been slightly extended. So I am here. I am with you. I am live. I still have not had a sip of my water. So let me grab that. And if you are watching this, please make sure to come on in the comments. And please make sure to tell me that you are watching this live. And let me go ahead and switch to comments portion so I can see your comments. It says can't post comments to some destinations. I think on Facebook, if you're watching this on Facebook, you are able to post comments. If you are watching this on YouTube, I might not be able to see that. So just heads up. Okay, grabbing that sip of water and I'm all yours. Mm-hmm. So don't forget to share with me that you are watching. You are welcome, and that's the whole point and the entire purpose of me going live one time a week, so you can have me and my presence to interact with me, to ask me any questions that you're having in regards to everything Love Goddess. So I am on a mission to create a movement. I am on a mission to help women become love goddesses in their lives. I am on a mission to help each and every one of you to step into your power, into your confidence, into your authenticity. I am on a mission to help you become the best version of yourself, and I am on a mission to help you create irresistible life that you deserve. Right. And so we have been talking entire week about permission to be feminine, permission to soften up. And why is this important? It's important because most of us live life from a place of masculine. We live life from a place of our to-do list. We live life from a place of you gotta do this and the deadlines. And believe me, I am just as guilty, and I am myself on that journey alongside with you. I'm just slightly more ahead than you, right? And I putting and structuring my entire week, my entire day in order to be able to recharge my energy in a feminine way, in order to incorporate more flow into the life, right? Feminine flow is that energy. It's that energy that artists experience, right? When the creativity just flows through them and it doesn't feel hard. It feels like, it doesn't even feel like work. It feels like it's just a flow of creativity, right? So that is what feminine flow is about. And so, and again, if you're coming on live, please, I want to see your beautiful face or profile picture, whatever that might be in the online format, right? And I want to hear that you're here, that you're watching me either live or replay. So comment live if you're watching me live, or replay if you're watching this as a replay. And you're welcome to share your thoughts, your opinions. You're welcome to give me your feedback. This is intended to be a two-way interaction, right? This is intended for us to actually communicate. Communications requires two-way interaction. So please, I am looking forward for your comments. I'm looking forward to your questions, any questions that you may have. Please make sure to put them in comments. And also, for next topics, I also want to know, what is it that you want to hear from me? What do you want me to talk on? What are certain things you're struggling with that I should address? Because I am on a mission to build so much value for you, in order for you to step into your best version of yourself, best version for your life. I want for you to embody your love goddess within. And we already talked about love goddess being not just like a feminine woman. And so funny, I just asked this question in a group. What does it mean to step into your love goddess, right? What does it mean to be a love goddess? And the answers that I got is confidence was number one. Love goddess, we want to be confident, right? We want to be sexual, incorporate the sexuality element into this. A lot of good girls out there are so programmed to live the life from a place of a good girl and be a submissive good girl and not be loud and and not, but by doing that, she is suppressing her sense of creativity and her self-expression, because our sexuality is nothing but our flow of creativity and our flow of self-expression, right? And a lot of good girls out there are craving self-expression, and self-expression in the sexual manner too. In fact, the more the girl is good, the more she's dark, the more she has more demons that are hiding. She's just really good at hiding them, because we are light to the extent of our darkness and vice versa, right? So she is looking for that sexual expression. And let me go ahead and turn the Love Goddess live show banner off real quick. There we go. Okay, cool. And switch back to your comments. The more we are dark, or the more we are light, like we are just the same level on the opposite side of the spectrum. That's why I have shared with you, I think it was last week when we were talking about sexuality and sexual expression, and a lot of women take birth control pills. And while birth control pills are a great invention of the century, right? It is also fucking our hormone levels up, and it makes us very even. That means we are not able to experience our dark emotions or dark feelings to the extent that we are meant to experience them as women, and we are not able to the same extent experience our highs. So we don't have highs and lows, right? We're just very even, and it's just such a miserable way to live life. And so, with that being said, it is when you are experiencing your darkest emotions, you are just as much and just as capable to experience your higher emotions as well, right? And so, when you are able to really allow yourself to feel through your dark emotions, and when you feel through your dark emotions, you heal through your emotions too. You are opening up a channel to feel your highest emotions too. So important, right? Again, I want to share with you, if you're joining me live, I want to see your comments. Please ask me anything. Today is a wonderful day and a great opportunity for us to chat. And I also am wanting to know, what are certain things or certain subjects you want me to cover, whether today, whether in the next live show, because I am definitely wanting to build all of our content, all of our conversations around the subjects that you are personally looking to grow into or develop in yourself. So, whether it is confidence, anything relating to Love Goddess and Love Goddess path, right? Confidence, power, sexuality, anything relating to those subjects, I am so, so happy to talk to you about. So let me know what should be the topic for our next live show be. With the permission to be feminine. And I already shared with you that we women live from our life from the place of masculine so much that we already forgot what it's like to be feminine, in a sense of how to relax about life, how to be in a flow of life, how to have that magic, the butterflies, the confetti, the magic, I refer to it, in your life, to experience those high emotions and experience living life from the place of a flow, from a place of creativity, from a place of holy fuck, I'm so happy to be alive today, right? So like from a place of wow, like today's a new day and I'm gonna live my epic life today, right? And so a lot of those emotions, a lot of when we were little girls, we used to wake up, we used to jump off the bed, and we used to like go to our dollhouse or whatever we loved, or go outside and like pick some flowers, and we lived in this fantasy world that we have created for ourselves. I remember climbing on trees and pretending that the leaves from the trees were my money, and my girlfriends at a time pretending to sell fish at a store, and I would trade tree leaves for fake fish from those girls, and we would play out our adult version of our fantasy life that we almost prepared for living life as adults. And it was very sad. Like, I remember I couldn't wait to grow up, I couldn't wait to be free, I couldn't wait to become the woman. I couldn't wait to like not be dependent on other people to tell me what to do, what I can do or and I cannot do. And my parents were in control at that time, right? And I couldn't wait to grow up so I can make my own decisions for life, right? And so and then what adults would tell me is like, hey, wait a second, your best life is when you are a child. I was like, fuck this life. Like, I'm not able to experience the fullness of life because I'm not free enough. I'm being told what to do and how to do it, right? And while I could understand it with my brain, my subconscious disagreed, because I knew that my best life is yet to come, and when I am able to make those choices for myself when I grow up, right? And so we were dying to grow up fast. We were dying to speed up and quantum leap and become adults when we were kids. However, the elements of life that we were using to live is the future, right? Because we could not or did not have that freedom to live out our best life or our best potential, because we weren't given enough freedom in childhood, right? However, the flow, the ability to wake up and do whatever the fuck we wanted, the ability to follow the pleasure and like follow, instead of like having these structures that we then learned, and the entire institute of school is set up so they could shape up slaves in life, if you know what I mean, right? Like, you have to follow the system, you have to wake up early, you have to like do the homework, and you have to listen, and it's just so boring. And like through years, like where I grew up, we had 12 years of school, right? So we were trained to be the god fearing citizens, right? And we have to follow the structure, and through that training, and after school there was university or college, right? And we continued that training of how to live that life in a shape of a structure, right? And that has kicked all the juices and aliveness and creativity out of it. My school years were the worst years of my life, outside of the darkness period that I went through when I lost my first child. My school years were pretty sad. I could not live to the fullest. I was very down for many, many reasons, right? And so, um, before we begin our process, before the society educates us, we are living in a place of free flow. We wake up and we decide what it is that we are doing. We don't have the deadlines. We trust that things gonna work out. We are not afraid to climb. Like, I loved when I was little, I loved to go to like abandoned buildings. I still have that passion for like abandoned buildings. I don't know where it's coming from. I feel like that may have been something from my past lives, but I have this passion, not just like no fear, passion for abandoned buildings. And I love like doing that, like urban exploration, right? And so, as a child, we had like construction sites around my apartment where I used to live. And so I would go and climb, and like sneak out and explore like the dungeons of buildings. And that was fun to me, right? Like, I was not scared. And like, yes, I definitely, like, there was that punishment fear that like my parents gonna find out that I went in that like dark place, and like, and I'm gonna get my ass slapped, right, for that. But like, that didn't stop me, right? I still was in that exploratory mode. And like, I wasn't afraid to fall off the roof. I wasn't afraid to like for a start. And as an adult, we have these fears and limitations that we like preventing ourselves from that flow, right? We had fearless approach to life. When a child learns how to walk, the child just like gets up and walk and falls and laughs, because that's normal. When we adults fail at things, we think, oh, it's the end of the road, we're not gonna try again. Like, what the fuck, are you serious? That's how you learned how to live life or be a human being, right? So when you are learning to live life still, when you are in this free flowing state, you are not afraid of the consequences. And so, one of the rules that I have set for myself, not only I had to become okay with failing multiple times, and not like, I have overcome, thank God, fear of what other people will think of me. And now I'm like, I don't give a shit what other people think of me. I'm gonna follow what I believe I want for myself, right? And if I fail, I fail. And I don't need to look perfect on picture. Like, I don't need that. Like, it's not gonna do anything for me. But a lot of you women are seeking that outside validation from other people, and you need to look good, and you need to hide. Like we have a client in a studio, and she doesn't want her folds to show, right, on her belly. Like, that's part of who we are. But there's that need. We need to look perfect. We need this. We need to look perfect, even though we're a fucking mess inside. I am like, no, keep it real. Like, show your mask. It is a mask for everyone. And like, be real so we can break the motherfucking culture of perfectionism. Perfectionism is nothing but a way of procrastinating and avoiding change for one reason or another. And it's different for each and every one of you. And a lot of that times it is on a subconscious level, right? And so when you are needing to look perfect on the inside, even though you're so empty on the outside, that's not gonna make a difference in your life, in anyone's else's life. You will not heal your emptiness with, like, what most women are looking for is that outside validation. If I look perfect, that other people's gonna love me, right? And the truth is, it's not how it's gonna work. You're gonna continue seeking that validation, and you will never heal that pattern in your life, right? It is when you finally accept your imperfections and finally accept your mess, you finally accept your chaos. It is then you are opening the path to love, self-love, and self-acceptance, and that's when other people start loving you too, right? And so today or this week, we were talking about what happens when you're in your masculine element all the time and you are overusing your masculinity, which Love Goddess has both energies. She has masculine and feminine within her, right? The problem happens when you are overusing your masculinity or overusing your feminine energy, and it turns toxic. Toxic masculinity turns toxic when you're trying to control your deadlines, when you are living your to-do list, when you're like this is my life. I'm opening a Love Goddess Women's studio and I have deadlines, and guess, like, this is my toxic masculinity kicking in that I'm healing, right? Today I spend extra time doing my energy work. And the reason why I have turned into my masculinity is because I haven't been doing my feminine work, which is my energy work every morning. And so I spent extra time because guess what? I woke up at 4 a.m. with an anxiety attack that shit is not done, and I need to think about who's gonna paint the walls and like how we're gonna decorate the rooms, and then that our income level is not yet where we want it to be in order for us to even move into the space to afford the rent, right? And I need to have this and that done, and we are so behind. And yet again, my fifth web designer that I'm trying to hire for a website to be created fall through again, and now we are back again in the beginning of the process. And those kind of thoughts, they're masculine to do, like, I'm trying to control these thoughts. And you know what the feminine way is? The feminine way is to I have a spiritual team, and that's why spirituality is such a fucking important part of everything that we are doing here in the Love Goddess journey. It is when you release all those needs, need to be perfect, need to fill that deadline, need, like, I need this. And it's so icky. It's such a not a good energy to be in, right? And it creates your panic attacks, your anxieties, because you are in your masculine so much. And so I and the feminine way in this particular situation is to release, because I cannot control other people. I simply cannot control how my life unfolds. I can do my best and show up as my best self and fall and get up again and fall and get up again. And that's all I can do. I can my job is to know where I'm going, to know what my desires are, to know why I want certain things, and to do my part. And my part is keep showing up, keep servicing the women that need my help, right? And that's all I can do. That's all I can do. And if I keep doing that, the remainder is not for me to fulfill. It's to my higher team, my team of spirit guides, my team of angels. I'm delegating to them to fill my calendar with clients. I am releasing to them to find and bring me the web designer that is aligned and is going to be the best fucking web designer ever to work with me, right? I'm gonna release my need to find a certain person to be part of the team. Like, I can't control this. This is not something that's on me. That's not my job, period. That is what I'm referring to you when I'm talking about the masculine way, which is linear structure, to-do list, and the feminine way where you are allowing. Because if you're still controlling, spirit guides cannot intervene. They cannot intervene. They cannot guide you. The universe will not take what you want, give out, right? So until you release that control, like, they can't take over. And your feminine way is to release and rely. And that is when what I'm talking about when I'm saying, hey, when you were little girls, you lived life from a place that you were being supported. You didn't care what the repercussions of things were. You didn't care. Like, you knew that you were being guided. You just did your part. You just did your part, and the remainder was to universe to figure out. And you didn't have this plan of how I'm going to structure my day and what bills I need to pay, right? You lived life from a place of desire, from a place of flow. I'm going to wake up and I'm going to like go pick flowers, play with my dolls, go check on my girlfriend. Like, you climb the thingy structure at a playground, whatever you call that, slide from the slides. Like, that's the place you used to live as children. And that's like literally I'm learning the years of the masculine structure that school has been projected on us women, stripping us of our own femininity and turning us into males, and turning us into someone who needs to wear the pants, and turning us into someone who needs to live life from schedules. And while it is helpful, we have completely forgotten how to be feminine and how to live life from that feminine perspective, and how to soften up and have fun in life and be able to receive what the universe is giving us, right? So that is my message to you, my loves. That is my message to you. Learn how to release your control. That's been my work over past 3 fucking months. It's been so hard with me taking on such a big undertaking, right? And yet every day I have to remind myself, it is not my job. It is not my job. It is not my job. Release control, release control, release control, and rely on the higher force to guide me. Like, rely on my spirit team to guide me and show me what's next. What's next? What's the next step? What's the next? Where do you want me to guide? Where do you guiding me to go next? What is the next step? And it's a guidance path that I'm following. And yet, yes, I do need to have certain structures, and I do need to make sure that I'm going to put the proper people on a team into the proper places. However, it is always remembering to, hey, it is not my job to control anything or anyone. I simply cannot. I cannot control, right? And so release control has been my theme. Releasing, I know that my higher team has my best interest and is guiding me on a path to where I want to be going. They are cooperating with my desires. They are creating the path. They are putting the right people in places, right? And if it's not the right person, it's just a detour in the right direction. It's just a detour in the right direction. So my message for you, if nothing else, release that control. Release that control of trying to control your life, trying to control the outcome, trying to hit the deadlines. God laughs at the plans we make, right? Just do your part, show up your best, keep going at it, be your best self, and keep showing up. And keep showing up. Get very clear on your desires. Get very clear on why you want this, right? Remind yourself what it is that you are doing and keep showing up. Keep showing up, and the path will be shown to you. Not at the speed that you may have hoped for, right? In my plans, I should have been way further along like 3 months ago. And I'm still yet at the same place, relearning same mistake, doing the same thing over and over, and feeling so like I'm guilt tripping myself for how much how I am not further along. And yet then I always remembering and reminding myself, wait a second, it is not my job to control. Release my deadlines, release, like, it's convenient, yes, but it's not how God works. It's not the path of the universe. It's not the path of the law of attraction. So my message to you is release control, and that is part of how you live life from the feminine perspective. My beautiful love, if you enjoyed this live show, please make sure what I should talk about next. What should be the topic for next week? What is it that you want to learn from me while you have me live? And also, I have opened up a really awesome 2-day retreat that I have not done before. So it's very, very new. And it consists of a day of coaching with me and a day of boudoir session, which would be our Vixen package, right? And it's a photo session with me. During those 2 days, not only you are going to be able to outline your path as a love goddess of becoming the confident, powerful, sexy self, but also you get to step into her with a boudoir session and see her for yourself, right? And I am accepting applications to take on people who will be a fit for this offer that I am creating. So if that's something that you believe you're going to be a good fit for, make sure to message me with the word application, and I will take you from there. And with that, my love, I hope you are having wonderful Friday and going into your weekend all recharged. And make sure to shift into your feminine energy this weekend. And I will see you next week. Mwah. Love you.